Good morning, Kathy. So as we come on to the back body, just no licking. As we come on to the back body, it's a nice way to sort of take stock. And I've introduced a lot of concepts and just buckle in because they just keep coming. What's fun about the yoga practice is a lot of them comes in fives. And this next one is no different. The koshas. Now the koshas comes from the Upanishads, 108 of them. So we have this sacred number in yoga, the sacred texts of India. And the koshas are from the Ayurvedic, so the sister science of yoga, the medicinal side. We are consisting of 5 layers. And these layers all work with one another. The outer layer is our physical self, Annamaya Kosha. Kosha just means layer. Maya means illusion. So the illusion of my physical self. But we can feel it. You can feel your body resting on the mat. And you know there is stuff inside. So all that which you can touch and see, that is Annamaya Kosha. And it literally means food. So you are what you eat. We have heard this before. They knew it. The second layer, Pranayama Kosha. The winds, the movement in our bodies, the heart beating, the air drawing into the lungs, blood, hormones moving through the body, food being digested and eliminated. That's pranamaya kosha. There's a lot of stuff going on that constantly changes the annamaya kosha. So as you breathe in and out, sensing this energy layer. And if you think back to the 8 limbs of yoga, this third limb is asana, so there's our physical self. Fourth limb, pranayama, corresponds to pranamaya kosha. So we are working inward in the practice. Yoga is not working out, it is working in. So invite your diaphragm to begin to not really work, but turning on. Maybe moving a little bit more air. Gently begin to arch and flat. Easy and gentle. So now we are working with these 2 outer layers. Think like a little Russian doll or a big Russian doll. And of course, each layer can communicate with all the other layers. The arms down alongside the body. And as you arch, we'll float the arms up overhead. And exhale, flatten. Inhale, arch. And flatten. So when we move with the breath, gentle, easy movement. Sometimes this is called vinyasa, flowing movements. So not the static holds. Here we're really working with the pranas in our bodies, the winds. Yes, there were 5. They're up and down, contraction and expansion. The next time the arms comes overhead, just hold them up here wherever it's comfortable for your body, and then lengthen up through the legs. And then let's do our side stretches. Right heel, right hand, and then the other side. Gentle and easy. Manomaya kosha, mind layer. Seat of knowledge and memories, the ego telling us what to do. So it is involved right now. And the ego likes to put labels and stuff. Like it, don't like it. Hot, cold, good, bad. And so be mindful of the egoic labels that gets onto stuff. Because it may just have been a moment of a moment. But is it true? And then from our full body stretch, we'll take the arms down alongside the body. So you feel your body. You can feel the aliveness, but to feel the mind, it's like the mind watching itself. It's a little tricky. But we can, excuse me, observe the thoughts that flitters on through. Become aware. Now from Supta Tadasana, lengthen out through the heels. So we are doing mountain pose on our backs. We'll inhale, we'll take the arms up overhead as far as they go comfortably. As you exhale, we're going to hug the knees to the chest, lift the head. And then inhale, straightening the legs, pressing up through the heels. Transfer the hands behind the left knee. Draw the left knee to the chest and then lower the right leg towards the floor. Hover. And inhale, bring the leg back up. We'll take the arms up overhead, both legs towards the sky. And then take a breath in, and as you exhale, lower the legs as low as they can go, but keep the low back on the floor. And then bend the knees, place the feet down. We take the arms down alongside the body. And then inhale, press the feet down, lift the hips. Exhale, lowering down. And we return again to legs up, arms overhead. This is upward facing, downward facing dog. Now take your right knee towards the chest, foot to the sky, and lower the left leg towards the floor. And we take the left leg up, straighten both knees to the degree that it is comfortable, and draw the legs towards your body. This is Uttanasana. And then we will inhale, take the arms up overhead, place the feet on the mat. And exhale, slide the legs out long and arms down. So you just did a sun salutation. All the same parts, but we're doing them on our back. So there's no strain to wrists or spines or hips. Let's do it on the other side. From mountain pose, pressing out through the heels, tailbone to the heels. We inhale, take the arms up overhead. And exhale, let's hug the knees in, chin to chest. Inhaling, half forward fold with the hands behind the thighs, pressing up through the legs. And now the left leg will be the one leading back, so we're going to hug the right knee to the chest, but with the foot pointing up to the sky. So if you squint, can you see you're in lunge? From the lunge, both legs to the sky, we are in upward facing, downward facing dog. Same pose. And here, taking the hands to the sky, pressing the low back down, And then lower the heels towards the floor. Can you feel plank right here? We take the arms down, feet down, and inhale, pressing up into bridge pose. So here is cobra or up dog. It's a back bend. Exhale, lowering down. Back into our supine dog. Legs up, arms back. And the left leg is going to lead up. So hugging that into the chest. Lower the right leg towards the floor. Hover. Hover. And we step the right foot up to the left for the forward fold. Inviting the legs towards your body. Bend the knees, take the arms up overhead. The feet come to the ground and exhale, slide the legs out. Arms down. Boom. One sun salutation down. So if anybody's birthday today, we got a wave. Noni, that's right. Today is Noni's birthday, the 26th. Well, that calls for celebration. We'll do another. I'm going to let you tell us how many sun salutations. One for each year, but we'll do them together. Let's inhale. Take the arms overhead, tall mountain. And exhale, we hug knees to chest, chin to chest. So here the bandhas are getting a little excursion. And take the legs straight to the sky. I got so excited, Noni, I lost count of where I was. Half forward fold. Right leg leads back again, so I'm hugging my left knee to the chest. And as you lengthen out through the right leg, it is hovering, firm. Everything is firm. We sweep the leg back up and take the arms up overhead. Take the hands now straight up. Contract the lower abdomen and lower the legs down towards the floor. Keep the low back pressing down. When it lifts, it is time to bend the knees. Place the hands down. Inhale, we lift up into Cobra, which is AKA bridge today. Hips down, back into our dog. And this time we hug the right knee to the chest. Left leg leads long. And we take the left up to the right, this in now forward fold now. And bend the knees, arms overhead, feet down. Exhale, slide everything out. Let's invite the left to follow. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale. Let's hug the knees in. Inhale, half forward fold. Hug the right knee to the chest, left leg down. Downward facing dogs, legs up, arms back. Be ready for plank. Zipping and cinching up, lowering the legs towards the floor. And bend the knees, arms down, inhale, bridge. Exhale, down. Dog again. And this time, hug the right knee in, left leg down. And did I get that? I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, we'll make it happen. And we in the forward fold. Arms overhead. This is where we press up into standing. Legs comes to the floor. And we are back home. So sun salutations are phenomenal because they work the front and the back body. But if there is some imbalances along the front or the back, we tend to be more forward oriented. These imbalances can be greatly magnified when we practice sun salutation and actually cause more harm than good. So I like starting on the back. Now let's take the legs up, bend the knees, and we'll do a windshield wiper twist because some salutations on the floor, just like standing, they have no twist. So we need to add the twist. From side to side. Nose opposite of knees. Notice breath. Yeah. And we come up to center. So we can add a little bit more juice to these twists. Jathara Parvatasana by taking the legs up. So now the low back is down. Let's turn the palms down, but keep the shoulders down. So it's only the forearm that turns. So flip the palms back up again. Broaden the collarbones and then just turn the palms down so we keep broad. We'll take a breath in, and as we exhale, we'll take the knees towards the right elbow. And inhale back up. And other side. Stomach churning pose. So if this is not your happy place today, I say just go right back to windshield wiper twist. That is almost always a good choice. From side to side, easy peasy. Check that your knees are staying together. They like to travel here. And we are back up at center. We will take the hands, feet down and arms overhead. Full body stretch again. Full body stretch. And be a little jiggy here. Little jiggy. And I think we're ready to roll on over onto our abdomen. And as we come onto the belly, I invite you to roll the blanket down because we are going to need the hands on the mat for dog. Now, before we get to dog, we got Shalabhasana. When in doubt, throw in Shalabhasana. So we got our three winners, right? Shalabhasana and bridge. We have the twist. We have dog or puppy. See, that's not a very long list, so it doesn't have to be terribly complicated. And with the hands down alongside the body, let's inhale, lift everything up. And lower down. And now let's lift up again, lift. And then turn the head and look to the right, look to the right. And lower the head down. So still looking to the right. If this is uncomfortable, turn the head however it works. We'll inhale, lift. Turn the head to the left. And lower down. And we repeat. Lift. Turn the head. And lower down. Breath in and out one more time. Lifting. Turning. And lowering. And we'll return to center from here. Lifting up. And gaze straight down. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. And then jiggy shiggy them out a little bit. Roll the shoulders up and down the back. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then lift the head, just the head. Shoulder blades are still down. Lift the legs, a flying serpent pose, kind of a cross between cobra and shalabhasana. And we lower the legs down. Now we come up into a little higher cobra. And straighten the elbows and we go back. There's the puppy. Lengthen back. And a little flowy. So we'll inhale forward into our tall cobra, the hybrid between up dog and cobra pose, back and forth for our shoulder and hip mobility. And then the next pose, dog or dolphin. Dolphin forearms are down, dog palms are down. So I invite you to choose the one that feels better, not the one you do most often. Of course, you may be doing the one most often because it feels better. But habits, sometimes we get into habit movements and we just do the same for no other reason than we do the same. But choose the one that might be a little interesting. Letting the head hang. And then let's take the knees down for wide-kneed hero's pose, Ardha Mukha Virasana. Breathing in and out. Forehead resting on the mat, maybe the back of the hands, maybe a blanket or block, but ensuring that the head does not hang. Breathing in and breathing out. And then transferring into a seated posture. And I say the same, if you sat in Virasana yesterday or the day before, maybe today, it is Sukhasana, and maybe on a block. So that we come to have many, many different ways of sitting, not just locked into one. We want to expand the box with the yoga practice, not contracting it and not be locked into this is how I do it. The body is an instrument of exploration. So that's the Annamaya Kosha. Now taking your ring finger all the way to the center of the palm and then take the thumb on top of that. Surya Mudra, the sun gesture. It is beneficial for colds and flus because it can help increase the temperature in the body. So not one you want to use in the middle of the summer, but on a day like today where the temperatures are nippy, the sun mudra for warmth. And as you sit, notice the quality of the mind. The third layer in. Does it feel springy, ready to roar? Or is it a little dull? The gunas, we'll get to those. Within that, we have Vishnamaya kosha. That is that part of ourselves that is not memories, conscious memories. It is not our knowledge. Some teachers translate it as our subconscious and wisdom layer. Because it sits in there so deep, it can get really clouded out by all the chatter of the mind, so that we can't really hear it. Within Vishnamaya kosha is Anandamaya kosha. Ananda, bliss, joy. So the working in of the practice, the goal is to get in to where your true self resides. The Atman, your inner light, seed within the bliss layer. The Atman residing right behind your sternum, they say, heart center. It is never born and it never dies. When we stay connected to Anandamaya, we feel the joy inherent in us, softening the outer layers allows us to get in there very easily. The limbs corresponds to these layers as we practice them. The yoga practice prepares us for this journey in, provides us with the right equipment, so we don't give up. It's not hard, but it demands, remember Sutra 114, regularity over a long period of time with gratitude. Let's relax the mudra. Before we chant Om today, we will bring in Bhramari, the bumblebee breath. Also a practice that helps to wake up and draw inward. So this is the humming. So breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready on the out breath, you begin. And then after the next one, pause. Keeping your eyes closed or soft. So when we work with pranayama, we work a little more closely with the mind layer. But it benefits the body as well. But it can help us slow down an anxious, speeding mind, galloping away. So when we soften the armor around the mind, the journey inward is a little easier. Let's bring our palms together. And we'll close with Om Shanti, 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 Om. Taking a breath in. Om Shanti, 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 Om. Thank you. Namaste.